Hello the tube, welcome to another karting video at teamsport Liverpool. This is a GP2 event which took place on the 29th of May. As you can see from the positions, I qualified second for the race. I'll put the times up on the screen somewhere now. It was really close between me and the guy in P1, and I'll put them times up for you now. As we get ready for the start, lights come on and we're getting ready for it. Let's see how we get on. So as you can see, I got a great launch off the line. Once I got that jump, I just wanted to be aggressive, come over on the track as far as I could, so P1 didn't really have a chance to move over and do the same to me and defend. So now we've got that jump into the lead. My focus now is to just try and settle as quickly as possible, be as consistent as quickly as possible, and try and pull a gap on the person behind me, which as I turn round now you'll see is Johnny Pinder, which puts the fear of God into me a little bit. He is rapid around here, so again it makes it even more important that I have to, as we see this bit, my car just randomly switching to speed 4 halfway around the right hander, which nearly puts me in the wall. But yeah, I need to be as consistent as possible, more than ever now that I've got Johnny behind me, because Johnny is Mr. Consistency around here. So just trying to settle in now, put some good lap times in, and get these tyres warmed up as much as possible, because you'll see a shake of the head somewhere from me, and that's not because of the speed of the car necessarily. It's just I was really struggling to put power down coming out these tight hairpins. Just kept getting a lot of wheel spin, which again was just frustrating. But we once them tyres get up to temperature, we start to manage that a little bit more, and we do actually end up pulling a bit of a gap on Johnny Pinder eventually anyway. But for the first few laps he is right behind me, which you'll see in a clip shortly. You'll also see me nearly losing it here, coming into the kink at the bottom of the hill, which is not in the name of being consistent. So we want to try and cut them mistakes out as much as we can. Just got a bit of a snap on the rear tyres once we put the brakes on there. And as we come through this combat section, you'll see I'm just missing a couple of apexes again, just trying to be as tight as possible and as consistent as possible. But you'll see Johnny now how close he is to me. So you'll see why it's important to just get these tyres warm and get going ASAP. This was a bit of a strange one. As we go ready, our carts actually cut out when we're on the hill, me, Johnny and Callum in third. So we ended up being stuck on the hill for a little while. But yeah, I'll leave the commentary here for now. I'll let you see us get going again off this hill, and I'll pick this back up later on.
Hey, turn 1, that was hilarious.
What? The guy just didn't go in P1.
What happened? P1 fucking forgot that it was a green light.
Yeah.
Everybody had to go round.
P1 obviously lost the start, and everybody was just like,
Cheers, lad.
inside him and I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I got it from behind me.
What are you guys doing a hill start?
I'm on the hill.
Oh yeah. If us three don't end up on the podium from here, something has gone seriously wrong, lad.
So as you see now, as we'll pass the marshal on the left hand side, that board is being held up to signal that the pit window is open, and the pit window will close again in the last 5 minutes of the race. So first 5 and last 5, anywhere between that, you have to come in and complete a mandatory pit stop, which at this point leaves me with a decision to make, because as you can see, I'll look over my shoulder here and I've pulled a few second gap on Johnny in second, meaning I know this kart's quick enough to pull that gap. So do I stay out in this kart and try and fight through the traffic, or do I pit early, gamble on my second kart not being as good, but have that clear track, a potential clear track? Because as you can see, we're already coming up on back markers and we're not far into the race at all. Separate note, this is a bit of an issue with Team Sport Liverpool recently. All of the elite event, as you see me screaming at the back markers, that they hopefully notice me coming by. Team Sport Liverpool, the events recently have had a good handful of drivers that are not just 1 or 2 seconds, 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds off the pace, and even more than that in some cases, signing up for elite memberships on the same day and then entering elite events that same day. Now, I don't know if this is a Team Sport wide issue, but it's often it's caused accidents at Team Sport Liverpool. It can be dangerous. The lack of awareness on some of these people is quite alarming. Now, you know, we're not gatekeeping here, everyone has to learn, but surely you should learn on public sessions. And I think Team Sport need to address the fact that people are signing up to elite memberships and entering elite events on the same day and actually being quite dangerous to the other members on track. One example of what I've just been talking about with inexperienced members is coming up just now. So this guy hits the wall on his own accord, and then as I'm coming past, goes to drive back out into the middle of the circuit and just clearly hits me in the side. Now, as you'll see as we go through the video, this won't be the first incident with this chap. Also had incidents in qualifying with him where midway down the straight he slammed on the brakes and was just skidding across the track. No reason whatsoever. Again, I don't know what criteria people have to meet to join elite events, but I think it does need addressing. as you'll see in a short minute, I make the rookiest of rookie errors, and during my pit stop I'll leave my seat insert in me starting cart and run over to my second one, wasting at least 3 or 4 seconds. FYI, just in case it's not obvious, this is not the best way to win a race.
Yo, I'm leading. I'm leading the race. I'm leading. Fucking go. Fucking defending me when he's getting lapped. This car's got no front end on that. No, not left-hander. Right, lad.
So as we come over the hill here, you'll see that just further up the road, that little set of lights we can see is actually Johnny Pinder. So at some point during the pit stops, during the time that I'm cutting through the traffic, he has gained a substantial amount of time on me. I would say he's gone from being 4 seconds behind to, I would say, about 5 in front at this point. So we've lost out massively somewhere. It turns out, from speaking to Johnny at the end of the race, which you'll see, when we came up to those first lapped cars, he pitted straight away, pitted pretty early, and he came out in kart 50, which is the kart that I qualified second in, so decent kart. And yeah, just his decision to come in early has paid off from there, so GG's to Johnny. The only thing I can do at this point is do my best to close him down, which I think I do by the end of the race, only slightly, but never enough to get anywhere near a sniff of the win. So massively thrown away in the pit stops here. You'll see again momentarily that I'm about to come up against my old mate in the orange team sport suit. You'll see all over the road, and as I get alongside him, he looks to his left and then decides to just swipe left into me, which annoys me.
What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing, dickhead? Fuck off! What is he fucking doing?
As you can tell, that genuinely, and I cut I think 1 or 2 of them out, but that was genuinely about the 4th time this guy had made contact with me this race. I left one of them at the start where he spun into a wall and then just drove into the middle of the circuit as I was coming by, and then that was just another example there. And again, it's nothing personal to the guy. He's bought an elite membership that day, he's entered an elite event, and team sport have allowed it. It's a team sport error, not a fault of that guy who is just trying to enjoy his session karting, but he's in the wrong session.
Fucking hell, bro. Fuck.
You must have had some pit stop, you.
Fuck. Well done, lad. Well done, Tom. Well done, lad.
You know the turning in
Oh mate, I kept on seeing you, then it went to red, but as it went to yellows first, two people in front of me decided to literally do walking pace, and you were like, see ya,
mate, lads.
and I couldn't overtake because I get a penalty.
I thought me and you were 1 and 2.
No,
I've done me
come out
round the
the
pit
pits
stop
earlier.
and Johnny's like down the road. I was like, how the fuck did that happen?
Into traffic.
Ain't it, lads?
So I was like, I'm getting
Did you
out.
pit early?
Pit stop, I got out of my car, got into this one.
Well done, lads.
No, not that one, that one. Got in the wrong car twice.
Well done. Me?
Yeah, I got in the wrong car, never mind.
See? Fucking I'm an idiot. Well done.